Hey guys, this is OG from CryptoNights back with another cryptocurrency video. Today is perhaps one of the most important days in cryptocurrency in Bitcoin history, as we've just put in a higher high and higher low on the 4-hour time frame. This could be the beginning of the next phase of the bull market, where we break above 65k, 100k, and all the way to new all-time highs. So if you'd like to see how this is going to play out or potentially play out, please like, subscribe, and share this video. It truly means a lot, as I'm just starting out this YouTube channel, and it really needs you guys' help to grow this channel and push our content out. So thank you guys. Also, if you'd like to have me look at a certain coin or a token and do a technical analysis on that coin, please do leave it in the comments below, and I will do I'll cover it in the next video that I do. So let's dive right in, starting with Bitcoin. We've been stuck in this triangle, whether you call it an ascending triangle or a descending triangle or symmetric triangle, however it is you see it. What is important is that we've been in this structure, right? This resistance trend line has been there, and so we've had this structure of lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, and this finally broke yesterday. So we actually put in a higher high. So now we have swing low here, lower high here, but higher low, and then higher high. So higher lows and higher highs, that's the definition of a bull trend, of a bull market, right? And so this could be the beginning of the macro bull market for it to resume. Now, we do want to be a little bit cautious here as well. There are a few things to keep in mind, right? One is we are now testing critical resistance, right? This 200 MAs on the 4-hour time frame. So, and what's even more important is that this is the first time that it's testing it since this major breakdown. And typically, on the first test of the 200 MAs, upon a huge move away from it, price tends to struggle, right? It typically doesn't break through right away unless there's some major catalyst or some major news or some major volume that comes in. Typically, price struggles here. It consolidates, or it comes down and then moves back up. Sometimes it even reverses completely, right? So there is that risk where we are back here, but we could just drop down like this, right? Or we could do something like this, right? Zigzag and then break through. So there might be some volatility or sideways action before we break through. But should we close above the 200 MAs, I'll become even more bullish on the Bitcoin scenario. So the second reason is that we've been having a lot of fake outs, right? So if we look at how this was originally pictured as a symmetrical triangle, then we see that, and if we moved it down here like this, right, when before all this happened, we see that there was a fake breakout here, there's a fake breakdown here, and then you can even call this part here perhaps even another fake breakout, right? If you look at it like this, if you move it like this, and then it's still fake breakout and then wick back down. Then most recently we had a fake breakdown here, and so there's been a lot of fake outs, right? And so the biggest of which is perhaps this region, this 35k to 31k, where a lot of shorts are now trapped, right? And so this could serve as potential fuel for a further short squeeze should price continue higher, and the shorts down here are forced to close their positions and even buy back Bitcoin to cover their shorts, right? A short squeeze that could potentially drive prices much higher. But with that said, right, there's no guarantee that this breakout here doesn't end up becoming a fake out as well when we come back right down here, especially if we get rejected in this region. And so this is something that I want to be very careful of, is how price action reacts here, right? And then especially should we come back down to retest this high, this trend line, can we hold and bounce off? If we fail here and then we fail to hold here, and when we come back down to this, somewhat below these levels, then I'll be flipping potentially bearish again, because then there's been no follow through, right? And so then it looks like this is another fake out as well. Diving into the 1-hour time frame, we have one of the trade setups I'm potentially looking for is that if price were to come down to this 200 MAs on a 1-hour time frame, right? So currently around 36.5 probably around 37K once price comes back down to this level. If it comes back down, I'll be looking for a long if price comes back down here and holds and shows signs of a reversal. So if we see strong volume and let's say with a bullish engulfing candle or some sort of bullish pattern. So this is a potential area for a long, around 36.5 to 37K area. I'll be updating in my Discord channel if that were to happen. And so this is, let's see if there's anything on the 15-minute, any scalping opportunities. Actually, there kind of is, right? So actually, let me change that. So let me move my a little bit higher. So actually, on the 15-minute, because there is some extension now from the 200 MAs, if it were to come back down here and form some sort of support and bounce off, I would entertain a long. I could entertain a long kind of like this, right? Potentially, we'll see. So this is an area to pay attention to. I've moved my low to around 37.5, just so that I'm there a little bit earlier, right, before price gets to that level. Okay. Now let's take a look at ETH. So ETH, as mentioned in yesterday's video, was forming this this W bottom as well, and it broke out and rallied quite nicely. So rallied, let's see, around 3.54%. But there was a mini W within this bigger W. So if you were able to get it here around this level, 3,400 level, then you would have been in an even better position, right? Up around 6%. But in either case, the story is the same, right? So this is the W bottom breakout that I mentioned yesterday. Same with Bitcoin. So I think I forgot to mention that earlier, but this was the post I made yesterday. Let me get rid of this. Right here, about a W bottom here, right on here. So this is where I'm putting along and told you guys to putting along at the 36.2K level. And so since then, since breaking out from that, price rallied about 10%, right? And if you had done that on leverage, 5 or 10x leverage, this would have been 50 to 100% return on your trade. So this would have been a huge trade. The kind of to add a little bit more conviction to this move, though, is the fact that this wasn't just a Bitcoin move, nor was it just a Bitcoin and Ethereum move, but we saw it across all the major pairs, right? So if we look at Cardano, right, the ADA USDT pair, we also had this W, right, this low, and then this higher low, and then this neckline will break above it. Binance Coin as well, right, low, higher low, break above the neckline at this. At 350, let's call it. Polkadot as well. We're trading a little bit now, but again, it was low, higher low, neckline at 21.3, call it, and then this is where it broke through. Same thing with Chainlink, right? So low, higher low, neckline at 22.25, let's say, and then broke through. Solana as well. Coming back down a little bit now, but had a nice little pump after breaking out from this W as well. Uniswap, same story, right? So low, higher low, neckline, broke through, and then XRP as well, right? Low, higher low, neckline, broke through. So across all the majors, we saw the same pattern, right? The same double bottom, W bottom pattern, and all of them broke through with strong volume and rallied nicely for a nice trade. And so for now, I'm flipping bullish. So unless we see huge rejection at this level, and if we fail to hold the backside of this trend line, unless that happens, I'm now kind of a macro bull, right? And the next thing that I'm really looking for is for price to flip bullish on the on the daily time frame as well. So this is around 40K, right? 40 to 42K. So this is the zone for me to, the next kind of level we need to break through. But should we break through this level, then it's essentially very, very high likelihood that bull market is back in play, right? And this whole region here would have been a bear trap, right? This bear trap down here, and we go on to new all-time highs. So Guys, it's this is a longer than usual video, but there's just a lot to cover, a lot of tokens, and this is very significant in my opinion. What just happened this weekend? So I'll be watching the markets very closely, and once again, if you guys made it to this, to the very end of the video, thank you guys, very appreciate it. Please do like, share, and subscribe. It truly means a lot. Some of you might know that I've quit my full-time job to do this, to do crypto full-time, and so really support. Really appreciate you guys' support, so I can continue to push this content out for free. All I need is for you guys to click that like button. All right, thank you guys. OG out. I'll be posting a new video tomorrow.